Howdy do, howdy do. John here. I hope you're enjoying my chess site. I just wanted to thank you guys for the 225,000 views as well as the 2,100 likes. It's pretty amazing. Had a encounter with my analytics saying that last couple of days the reports on who watched the videos and likes and that such was underreported, so I'm not really sure how many views happened with the last few games, but some of those games are really good. Hope you check them out. I'm just very thankful. Thank you guys. That's been awesome. Had a couple of games with 1,300 and 1,500 players, and 1,300 player had a draw. The interesting thing about it was that went right down to the end game, and I had to index finger count the squares to make sure that I could push. And we had 2 pawns on the A file, and then 2 pawns interlocked on the G and F files. And so I realized that I would queen first, he queen second. But because his king opened up that F file for his pawn to promote, I couldn't hold the G pawn. So I knew if it was going to be a race that I would end up being a queen versus a queen and a pawn with the king there and my king's on the other side of the board. So I had a chance to take his A file pawn and 1 square away. And he was back on the D file, and I knew if I took that A pawn that he was going to go D5. I just knew it. I looked at that thing for about 10, 20 minutes, and I was just kind of staring at it going, man, do I take that A pawn and risk it? And I decided, I talked myself out of it, and I moved back to protect the D file, which would then lead to a perpetual because we could only move 2 squares. And so the king would be boom, 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 and it's a draw. So I moved back, and he pre-moved. Of all things, he pre-moved in a 24-hour daily. And yeah, what a great move. I mean, I talked myself out of it, and he moves to the C file, thinking I was taking that pawn. Didn't even look at the D5 square. And so had a win, and I talked myself out of it. And then he pre-moved the repetition, and he hadn't pre-moved all game. So it was like, that was crazy. Played a 1,500, and I was playing pretty good against him. He definitely was taking it to me, but we were even. And then I thought I was totally safe. And I saw a rook move, and then I didn't even think about it. And I should have attacked his queen, and I didn't. And my king's snuggled right behind my queen, and rook, boom, fork, gone, dead. That's it. Boom. Game over. So I played it out a little bit, but that's up there too. Got some good games coming up. I got a 1,500 that I'm playing right now. It just started. And I hope you're checking out the playlist too, because there's a lot of games in there, a lot of videos that don't get watched. That was early on. And so between the two, I've got like 88 videos that most of those games are, 1 to 3 minutes. So they're longer games. Some of them are really awesome. Some have incredible comebacks, and some have great night play, great end games. And so check them out. They're pretty cool. And then I've got the 160 plus shorts that I'm doing, and they've gotten a lot of play, and I'm very grateful, very thankful. Thanks for checking out my site. The other last thing I want to bring up is I got a challenge from the YouTube chess site, John James 5906, and from South Africa. I played 2 other South African players before. I had 1 win, and I had I think it was a 92 move or a 90 move game. It's up also. It's in the video though, because it's a long game. but it was something like 92 moves to a draw, and that was a queen race as well, and so a promotion race with the pawns, and that was a pretty good game. But shout out to South Africa. Really thank the person that is playing me now for this game. It was a 24-hour daily. I'd rather play the dailies. I just am not a good speed chess player, and I mean, my thoughts on it anyway. I'm just too slow. But from a standpoint on the dailies, I'm pretty fast at making my move for the 20 games I play. But, I'm just very grateful. It's cool that somebody challenged me. I hope you guys make comments, more comments, talk about the game, if it's a good game or not, 300 ELO, whatever. But it's really nice to see that people are commenting. Like to see that more, like to see a discussion. And this is basically, this site is an intermediate, site for what you would run into, the different openings that an intermediate player from 13 to 1600 would be facing. And so all the openings that I played and my opponents played, and then I put them into playlists. So you'll see the Sicilian, go to the Sicilian playlist, and you'll see all the Sicilian games with other games that, that I've got in there as well. Like I've got the Scotch and the Center and the Ruy Lopez in the same playlist. And there's some good games in there. So check them out. Thank you again. God, I couldn't believe I even got 200,000 views on this. But I'm very thankful and grateful. Thank you guys. Hope you enjoy the games, and hope you enjoy the day. Have a great one. Thank you.